The Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always, presented by Heidemann & Associates. Get a free legal consultation by calling 801-472-7742 and let them know Rewind sent you. I'm Alex Napolis, and I want to welcome you into America First Field, home of Real Salt Lake. But today it is the host of the 5A and the 6A state championship matchups for boys soccer. In the earlier game, we saw the Wasatch Wasps win the 5A championship by a score of 4-2 against the Alta Hawks. And now we are here at the 6A matchup between the Skyridge Falcons and the Syracuse Titans. Just about ready to kick things off here at America First. And let's take a look at the number 6 Skyridge. They're coming into this one at 13-5 overall, 5-5 in region play. They finished third in Region 4 and got the 6th seed in the RPI. They started the season undefeated at 7-0, and then they lost 3 games straight, 1 to Pleasant Grove, 1 to Westlake, and then to Lone Peak. And then from there, they've been on a run. They've got some impressive wins to end off the year, and then they were able to beat Bingham in the first round of the tournament, winning 3-0. They beat the Fremont Silver Wolves 3-1. And then that last game, in one of the craziest games as we're underway here at America First, in one of the most wildest semifinal matchups, a game that was delayed about 2 hours and a half for weather delays. The game had to be moved inside to the training facility at Zions Bank Stadium, where they finished a game that was tied at 1-1, went to overtime. And then still at the end of overtime, they were still tied, and they ended up going to penalties, where Skyridge was able to edge out Pleasant Grove 4-3 from the penalty spot, with Josh Guyman scoring the winning PK. And it's been a big bounce-back year for the Falcons. Last year, they finished as the number 22 seed in the RPI, and they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by Riverton, a score of 2-1. And now here they are a year later as the 6th seed with a chance to fight for the 6A title against the Syracuse Titans. As that ball is played in. One high up the pitch by Cannon Thorne. Takes a deflection off of Cooper Eddy. Offside called. And so it's going to be a free kick coming up for the Syracuse Titans. For the Titans, they come into this one at 12-7 overall, 6-6 in region play. They finished 4th place in Region 1. And they entered the tournament as the 12th seed in the RPI. It's been a roller coaster season for Syracuse. Coming into the tournament, they have been red hot, and they've been playing very well and find themselves in good form. In the first round, they were able to defeat the Layton Lancers by a score of 2-0. In the second round, they were able to take down the Roy Royals 3-2. In the quarterfinals, as a foul here called against Falcons. In the quarterfinals, they were able to take down the number 4 seed Farmington. That game ended 0-0, and it went all the way to PKs, where Brody Carden scored the winning penalty for Syracuse. They edged out Farmington 6-5 from the spot. And then in the semifinals, they took down the number 1 seed in the RPI, the Lone Peak Knights. That ball floated through. Reich and Hamlin, the cross into the box. Smith is there, and then Chamberlain collects. They were able to defeat the Lone Peak Knights, the number 1, thanks to a big hat trick from number 22, Jack Cook. And now the 12th seed find themselves on a Cinderella run to the state championship match here in 6A, and they'll be looking to edge out the Skyridge Falcons. Last season, this is a Syracuse side that only made it to the quarterfinals, losing to the Davis Darts 1-0 in that game. And now a year later, here they are at America First, fighting for the 6A title. As Kruger in possession for the Falcons. That ball back to Tanner. Tanner playing it out. It's Jake Long for Skyridge. Rodriguez Fuentes wins it back for Syracuse. Here comes Jack Cook. Cook back to Fuentes. All the way back to Landon Merrill. Hamlin trying to flick it through. One back by Skyridge. And then Fuentes, the freshman, coming up big for Syracuse. As that ball goes now out to the wing to Riker Smith. Smith trying to find an opportunity to play it in. Here comes Cragen. Cragen trying to turn. McFarland from distance. Not far off there from the captain, James McFarland. As Syracuse knocking back now to Chamberlain as the Falcons with possession. The rewind keys to the game for Syracuse. And they got to get the ball to number 21, Lucas White. Lucas White coming into this one with 10 goals and 5 assists on the year. The creative midfielder for the Falcons is the heart of this midfield. And they'll be leaning on him tonight to lead them to that 6A title. As that ball comes through and played out by by Skyridge. The Falcons also have to lean on super sub number 19, Josh Guyman, who has 8 goals on the year. And this is a team who loves to play in possession and keep the ball away from their opponents and build the attack through the back with possession. Rewind keys to the game for the Syracuse Titans. Defensively, they need to keep the high press, the press that made the game uncomfortable for the number 1 Lone Peak Knights. And there is an example of that as Jack Cook trying to steal the ball on the press. They're very good at taking away the ball from their opponents, using that high pressure. Offensively, they need to get the ball to number 22, Jack Cook, as well as Hamlin as that ball's crossed in and cleared out by Thompson. They need to make sure that the ball gets into the feet of Jack Cook, who has 13 goals and 11 assists on the year, and as well as Riken Hamlin, who has 7 goals and 12 assists on the year. They are the 2 most creative players on this Syracuse Titans side, and so they want the ball in their feet to create for the Titans. That ball won back by Cooper Eddy. Eddy now looking to play over the top for Cook. It goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for the Falcons. Played in quickly. It's now Tanner. Landon Merrill wins it back for Syracuse. Out wide to Riken Hamlin. Hamlin trying to find Cragen. One back by the Falcons. White playing a ball through to Cannon Thorne. Thorne with an opportunity for Skyridge as he plays it back to White. White to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the shot into the hands of Ty Richardson and dealt with well by the Syracuse goalkeeper. Ball coming the other way. Looking over the top for Cook, and it just goes through all the way back to Troy Chamberlain. Long back to Tanner. It's now Kruger in possession. Tanner again for the Falcons. Ball played in over the top. Jake Long trying to run off of it, but Landon Merrill is there first. That ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Skyridge. It's going to be Long to take for the Falcons. Lucas White in possession now. Plays it out. It's Rollins. Rollins to Rogers. Rogers looking to slip it through to Christensen. Gavin Christensen, the cross, takes the deflection off of the Syracuse defense. And so it's going to bring up a corner kick for the Falcons. And a big set piece opportunity for the number 6 seed as White looks to cross it in. Lucas White plays it in. Far post. Rodriguez is there to collect and recycle. Rodriguez trying to get around Cook. Nice defensive effort from Jack Cook to make sure that Arat Rodriguez could not get around him. Throw-in coming up for Skyridge. It's Tanner. Looking to switch it over to Rollins. Mason Rollins in possession for Skyridge. White settles it to Kruger. Kruger to Jones. Back now to Tanner. Kruger again. Out wide, this one's Christensen. Trying to play it through. And that one will just go out for the goal kick. Ty Richardson to clear. Substitution coming up for the Syracuse Titans as Giovanni Fuentes heading to the bench for a breather. Brody Carden checking in for the Titans. Richardson clears off the goal kick. Rogers finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking far post. Just goes over Christensen and Carden. And it's now Villafaña in possession. Villafaña clears only to find Rollins. Nice step there defensively from Syracuse as Skyridge maintained possession. Tanner gets around Hamlin. Tanner still on the ball. Finally played out by Syracuse. It's now Hamlin. Playing it into Jack Cook. Cook gets around one. Cook with a nice little bit of skill to get around Rogers. And it's now Villafaña. Villafaña looking to play it in to Brody Carden. Carden's through, but the flag is raised offside. Good idea there from the sophomore Andric Villafaña to float one through to the running Carden. The offside flag is raised, and it's now Skyridge possession with Rogers. Rogers to Long. Long back into Jones. Jones who will have to settle it to Chamberlain. Out wide now to Rollins. Rollins can't connect with Christensen. Goes out of bounds for the throw. Titans throwing. Thompson. And Rhett Thompson does good to win it back. Cooper Eddy will support himself with Ty Richardson. Richardson playing it out, only to be intercepted by Skyridge. Here comes Bryant Jones to Rollins. Stolen by Cragen in the middle of the park. Cragen now looking to play one in over the top to Smith. Riker Smith against Kruger. Kruger does a good job to shield it away from Smith. But it does come off of Kruger, according to the officials. So it's going to be a corner kick coming up for the Syracuse Titans. First corner of the afternoon for Syracuse. We got 27:30 left to go here in the first, level at 0-0. The cross from Hamlin into the box near post. Comes off the head of Tanner. And it's now Syracuse trying to play it the other way. Lucas White looking to switch it over to Christensen. Into Rogers. Rogers supporting himself with Jones. Jones can't connect. Eddy will now try to play it over the top to Smith. Kruger there defensively for the Falcons. Jones. McFarland stepping up, committing a foul. Free kick coming up for the Falcons. That ball played out wide to Jake Long. Long trying to play it through to Cannon Thorne. Cooper Eddy stepping up well. One back by Arat Rodriguez. Cannon Thorne. Lucas White. And a foul called against the Syracuse Titans. It's now Jake Long. Tanner looking to play it in, but takes a deflection. Brody Carden playing it out. Throwing coming up for the Falcons. It's going to be long to take for Skyridge. Cannon Thorne supporting himself with Tanner. Tanner against Cook. Cannon Thorne can't turn. Cooper Eddy coming up big, trying to play it through Lincoln Kruger, but a foul called behind the play as Cooper Eddy taken down by Cannon Thorne. And so free kick coming up for the Syracuse Titan. Jack Cook over it. The ball played in, floated in near post, and just goes over the bar. Not far off there from Jack Cook. Who, again, Cook was the main man in the semifinals, got the hat trick against the Lone Peak Knights. And he'll be looking again to carry that momentum into this game to help the Titans try to win that 6A title. Rollins now back to Kruger. It's now Rogers carrying. One back by Syracuse with Villafana. Villafana out wide. This one's Cragen. Cragen supports himself with Thompson. Thompson will switch it over in the direction of Cooper Eddy. And now Landon Merrill in possession for Syracuse. Cook plays it out wide. This is Brody Carden. Carden back to Cook. Cook looking to play it in and into the hands of Chamberlain. Coming off his line well to deny. The ball floated over from Jack Cook. Here's now Rogers in possession for the Falcons. Rogers playing it through to Cannon Thorne. Thorne offside as the flag raised on the far side. Free kick coming up for the Syracuse Titans. Played short to Landon Merrill. Merrill now looking to play a ball over the top. Smith running off of it. Here comes Cragen. Settles it for Smith. Can't connect. Cleared out by the Falcons. We have Fanga winning it back for Syracuse. The sophomore trying to play it out wide. One back by the Falcons. And now Syracuse trying to build an attack again, this time with Cragen. Cragen playing it into Giovanni Fuentes. Fuentes trying to get around Rollins. Kruger coming to support. Taken down. The referee says nothing there. Goal kick. Kruger playing it in. It's now Rollins in possession for Skyridge. Cooper Eddy coming across. Taking down Cannon Thorne. And so a foul called against the senior defender. Looking out wide in the direction of Jake Long. Tanner. It's now Rollins. Rollins looking to play it back. Brody Cardin's there trying to clear. And a foul called, this time against Jake Long. Free kick coming up for the Titans. It's going to be Cooper Eddy to take for Syracuse. As he settles it for Landon Merrill. Merrill will play it out wide to Thompson. Rhett Thompson looking to play one over the top in the direction of Cook. Cook is there. Jack Cook trying off the volley. And as it goes over the bar, a nice read there from Thompson to just play it over Cook. Cook, who was onside, and just can't get under the volley enough to redirect it on goal over the bar. Out for the goal kick. Substitution coming up for the Titans is Riken Hamlin checking back in. Brody Cardin heading off for a breather. Chamberlain to play it in for Skyridge. Rollins. Rogers against Villafaña. Jones out to Lucas White. Back to Rogers. White looking to play it through. Arat Rodriguez against Landon Merrill. Rodriguez is there, but the offside flag is up on the far side. And this is what Syracuse did really well, too, against Lone Peak in the semifinals, was that offside trap. They knew they had runners who like to get in behind the defense. And they did well to make sure that they were covering defensively while making sure that guys like Arat Rodriguez running off the defense would find themselves in offside positions. And that's another offside called against Skyridge. And that's all credit to that Titans defense. Rollins. Nice step there from Cooper Eddy as that ball goes out of bounds for the Skyridge throw. Rollins taking it quickly. Here comes Christensen. Comes off of Cragen and then cleared out. Only to be won back by Thompson. Thompson out wide to Cragen. Cragen into Fuentes. Giovanni Fuentes trying to get around his defender. Still Fuentes in possession. The cross. Smith settles it for Cragen. Cragen looking for Cook. Nice step to Tanner Perry. Clears out for Skyridge. Rhett Thompson winning it back. And it's now Skyridge in possession. Rollins was trying to get around his player. Won back by the Titans. Cooper Eddy pressured by Rodriguez. That one goes through. And all the way back to Chamberlain. Rushed by Cook. It's now Tanner. In possession now is the Titans as Merrill wins it back. Hamlin gets around one, gets around two, settles it to McFarland. McFarland trying to play it through. Nice header there from Rogers. As Villafaña sticks the foot out to win possession back for Syracuse. Thompson all the way back to Ty Richardson. Richardson, who's also had an incredible tournament, making important saves against Roy. Some really important ones against Farmington. And some vital ones against Lone Peak. And Ty Richardson will be looking to continue his good performance under the sticks for Syracuse tonight. As Rogers in possession now. Nice step there from Eddy to deny. And that ball played through from Rogers. Rogers trying to win it back on the wing. And cleared out by Rhett Thompson. Rollins for the Falcons. Played over the top in the direction of Rodriguez, but Merrill is there. Christensen, the cross into the box. Wangsgaard safely into the hands of Ty Richardson. Played out by Syracuse, and all the way back to Chamberlain. 15:50 left to go here in the first half. We're still level at 0-0 between the Skyridge Falcons and the Syracuse Titans here in the 6A championship matchup. As that ball played through to Smith. Smith can't bring it in. And then one back, but a foul called. This one will go against Riker Smith. And it's now Christensen on the wing, looking to play it in. It's a Wangsgaard. Wangsgaard to Rodriguez. Nice step there from Merrill. Still an opportunity. Rollins cutting inside. Nice defensive read. And finally cleared out by McFarland. McFarland trying to carry for Syracuse. Ball played out wide. It's Jack Cook. Cook with a big switch, looking in the direction of Smith. But Tanner's there for the Skyridge Falcons. Out wide now to Long. Long playing it to Lucas White. White to Jones. Jones settles it for Rogers. Rogers to Rollins. Rollins playing it out wide to Christensen. Christensen against Thompson. Cuts back inside. Settles it for Rogers. It's now out wide to Rollins. Rodriguez. And the offside flag raised again against Arat Rodriguez. Free kick coming up for the Syracuse Titans. It's going to be Cooper Eddy to take for Syracuse. And Eddy clears. A foul again, this time in favor of Syracuse. As Cooper Eddy and Reich and Hamlin over it. Eddy leaves it for Hamlin. Hamlin to take. Looking to play it in. Hamlin into the hands of Chamberlain. Played out quickly. One back by Syracuse. Smith back in the middle towards McFarland. McFarland looking to play it through to Cook. Nice defensive read from from Skyridge. And it's now coming the other way. As that ball played through, Wangsgaard has an opportunity. And the offside flag raised again. How about that Titans defense just setting up that offside track either to perfection, or Syracuse is just running off of it too soon and catching themselves in an offside position. Regardless, it's about the fourth offside call against this Skyridge offense. As Syracuse in possession again. Eddy looking to play it over the top. And it's gone dark here at America First as the clouds rolling in. Kruger looking to play it through. Nice step from Merrill. Hamlin settles it for Smith. Smith to Fuentes. Giovanni Fuentes Stolen by Tanner, but only momentarily, as now Thompson looking to float one in near the top of the 18. Jake Long is there. And it's now Arat Rodriguez. Plays one over the top. Long against Villafaña. Ball goes out of bounds. And the referee keeps it in, but a foul called against the Skyridge Falcons. Cooper Eddy to take for Syracuse. Landon Merrill out wide to Thompson. Thompson floating one in. Long clears. McFarland gets ahead on it. Still Titans, and the one back by the Falcons. Nice step there from Landon Merrill defensively. Ball coming the other way. Filtered through. Can Fuentes get to it? Cleared out by Tanner. Throw-in coming up for the Titans. Substitutions coming up for both sides. As Lucas Biggs checking in for the Falcons, as well as Josh Guyman. That ball comes off of Lincoln Kruger, and so a corner kick coming up for Syracuse. 9:40 left to go here in the first. Still level at 0-0. It's been a good battle so far between the Titans and the Falcons, as Hamlin heads over to take the corner. Reichen Hamlin, the cross into the box, near post. Takes a deflection and then cleared out by Skyridge. One back by Syracuse. Brody Carden taken down. The ref says play on as Josh Guyman trying to turn it up the pitch. And out for the Falcons throw. It's now Biggs. Out to Lucas White. White playing it through. Here comes an opportunity as Guyman tries to get around Cole Bailey. And another offside call. Bailey trying to take it quickly. One back by Guyman. And it's now a throw-in for the Falcons. Long leaves it for White. Back to Long. Guyman. Wingsguard on the wing, looking across. Supports. As that ball played through to Lucas White. Landon Merrill stepping up and covering big defensively for the Titans. Goal kick. As Jack Cook heads to the bench for a breather. Cole Bailey as well heading back. In comes Easton Cragen and number 2, Riker Smith for the Titans. Goal kick coming up for Syracuse as Ty Richardson clears. That ball comes off the arm of Lucas Biggs. So it's going to be a free kick coming up for the Titans. Cooper Eddy to take for Syracuse. Eddy, the ball floated in. Carden's there, cleared out by Skyridge. McFarland, not far off from James McFarland. And out for the goal kick, taken quickly. Here comes Josh Guyman now on the wing. Lucas White trying to play it through. It's a foot race now between Eddy and Guyman. Cooper Eddy gets there. And a free kick called against Guyman. There's a nice hustle there from both, but Guyman just gets there a little bit late and catches a little bit too much of Cooper Eddy. And now free kick coming up for the Syracuse Titans. Eddy to clear. Brody Carden will let that one go out for the Titans throw. Substitution coming up for Syracuse as Brody Carden heading back to the bench for a breather. And Jack Cook checking in. It's going to be Cragen to take the throw. We got 5 minutes left to go here in the first. Lucas White. That ball over the top. Cook is chasing. Cleared out by Christensen. Played in quickly. Cook settles it. Here comes Hamlin. Hamlin, the cross into the box. No one there to meet it, and it'll just roll out of bounds for the Falcons throw. As substitution coming up for the Skyridge Falcons. It's Rogers who heads to the bench. On comes Bryant Jones. Cragen. Cook, high up the pitch. Settles it to Smith. Here comes an opportunity. Can't get it on frame. What a play from the Titans to just steal it high up the field. And Cook, who just slips one through. Smith can't get it on frame, but nicely contested there from the Falcons defense. Fuentes winning it back nicely. Gio Fuentes trying to play it out wide. One back by Skyridge. Here comes Guyman. Josh Guyman. Can't get around his defender, and out for the Titans throw. Time running out here on the first half. 3:30 left to play. Throw in for the Titans. Gets around Cooper Eddy. Lucas White taking a shot. And Richardson's there to meet it. Big save from Ty Richardson. Hamlin trying to connect with Cook. That ball goes out of bounds. It's now Smith in the corner. Cleared out by the Falcons. And that ball will just roll all the way through. And we need to get the lights turned on here at America First Field, as those gray jerseys are starting to become hard to see for Skyridge. Cleared out by Merrill. And Rhett Thompson gets a boot on it. Smith settles it. Hamlin cutting back inside. Riker and Hamlin with an opportunity. Playing it back out wide. Smith to chase. Riker Smith keeps it in bounds. Smith looking to play one in. Gets around one. Taken down. Foul. No, the ref waves it off. No foul called. Throw-in coming up for Syracuse. And it's going to be Riken Hamlin to take. Hamlin likes to play it into the box. Likes to throw it in deep. We'll see what he decides to do. Looks like he will wind up for a long throw-in coming up. Cleared out by Christensen. It now comes off of a Falcon, and so we'll be throwing for the Titans. Hamlin taking it quickly. Kruger clears. One back by Skyridge. It's now Lucas White playing it back to Rollins. And Rollins doesn't get the best of touches on it. Throw-in coming up for the Titans with 50 seconds left in the first. Ball played through over the top. Guyman trying to get on the end of it. Landon Merrill comes up big, and another offside called against the Falcons. It's a very good Syracuse team defensively as that one played quickly. Given away, Guyman playing it into Wangsgard. Lucas White trying to turn. Has to settle it for Christensen. Gavin Christensen cutting back inside, out to White. And Richardson off his line as the announcer counts us down for the final seconds, and that'll do it. We've reached the end of the first here at America First Field, and we are tied level at 0-0 in the 6A championship match between the Syracuse Titans and the Skyridge Falcons. We're going to take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heinemann Associates. Stick with us for second half action when we return. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. We're getting ready to start the second half here in the 6A championship match between the Syracuse Titans and the Skyridge Falcons. For the second half, it's the Titans in the white shooting to the right of your screen, and it's the Falcons in the gray shooting to the left. As we get started here in the second half. Possession won by Syracuse. And the rain starts to absolutely pour here at America First. I don't know if you can see it on your screens, but it is pouring out here. Right as we got the second half started, that ball played through. And Chamberlain, off his line, collects well. Chamberlain clears for the Skyridge Falcons. Cook trying to play two to Cragen. One back by the Falcons. Here comes Christensen. Christensen losing out possession. Cook playing it quickly. Here comes Fuentes. Fuentes trying to find Cragen, out again, another Titans throw. Ball played in, Fuentes trying to get around Kruger and cleared out by Skyridge. Thorne. Cannon Thorne coming back to collect again. Thorne gets it to Lucas White. Kruger. Nice press there from Syracuse to win it back. Cragen trying to get around Kruger. Cleared out by Skyridge. Another Titans throw-in coming up. And the rain's not letting up here at the 6A matchup. And we are now heading in for a weather delay. We knew it was coming. It was pouring. And now the ref has signaled. We are heading in for a weather delay here at America First. 2 minutes played of the second half. We're still level at 0-0. We'll take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network. We'll keep you updated with the weather. And we'll be back for more action when we return. Welcome back into America First Field. I'm Alex Napolis, bringing you all the action from the 6A championship match between the Skyridge Falcons and the Syracuse Titans. We're back after the lightning delay. We got 38 minutes left in the second half. We're level at 0-0. And it's going to be a Syracuse throw-in to get us rolling again after the delay. It was the Titans who were knocking early to start the second half, and we'll see if they're able to continue that momentum after the lightning delay as the ball back in play. Hamlin controlling, trying to flick it through to Fuentes. Hamlin back in possession for Syracuse, out wide to Jack Cook. Cook with an opportunity as he looks to cut back inside of the cross, into the box. Fuentes can't get to it. It's now a foot race between Fuentes and Christensen, won by Giovanni Fuentes, and then Christensen commits the foul, pushing Fuentes off the ball. Free kick coming up for the for the Titans. And a big set piece opportunity here for Syracuse to try to break the deadlock. Two-man wall from Skyridge. It's going to be Reich and Hamlin to take for the Titans. Plays it in, far post, the header, it's in! It's a goal! It's the Titans! And it's Cragen! What a ball whipped in from Reich and Hamlin. Back post, Cragen rises up like a salmon and puts it into the back of the net. It's the Titans who lead. And this place erupts. 36:56 on the clock. Syracuse leads 1-0. Thanks to that goal from Easton Cragen. And it's now Syracuse in possession again. This time it's Thompson. Thompson floated over the top. Cook lets it go through. Cragen now on the ball. Cragen pulls it back, waiting for support. Villafaña is there now, the sophomore, trying to turn. Has to support himself with Thompson. Thompson looks to float one in towards Cook. Cook flicks it on Smith. It's two! It's the Titans! Back to back! lightning delay did not affect the number 12. 2 goals in quick succession. And it's Riker Smith who has us at 2 here in the 6A state championship match. Back-to-back goals scored in a hurry by Syracuse, and now Rodriguez to pull one back. Takes the shot, Richardson saves. And what a turn of events we have had here at America First. Coming back from the lightning delay at 2 minutes played in the second. We were tied at 0-0, and now with 35:38 on the clock, it's 2-0. Cragen can't put it on frame, out for the goal kick. Played out to Rollins. And that one goes out of bounds. Syracuse throw. Cragen to throw it in for the Titans. Looking for Fuentes. Out by Rollins. Cooperetti gets a header on it. Lands at Rodriguez. Rodriguez plays it through to Thorne. Thorne trying to pull one back. Here comes Cannon Thorne for Skyridge. Big save, Richardson. That's 2 big opportunities for the Falcons to try to pull something back. But Ty Richardson, standing on his head, makes some big saves. And that ball through to Merrill. Merrill clears. Throw-in coming up for the Falcons. And just like the semifinal match against Lone Peak, Syracuse came running out of the gates in the second half, scored less than a minute into the second half, and then quickly added a second. And now here in the final, in the championship match, Syracuse has 2 quick goals. And they hold the lead here at America First Field. Ball played through. Cook against Kruger. Nice defensive effort from Lincoln Kruger. It's now Rodriguez coming the other way. Nice step there from McFarland. Still possession with the Falcons. White trying to play it through to Rodriguez. Ty Richardson thought about coming off his line, but the offside flag raised on the near side. It will not count. Free kick coming up for Syracuse. And that ball floated over the top. Fuentes now in possession. The freshman supports himself with Villafaña. Villafaña playing it over the top, looking for Cragen. Nice shield there from Kruger. Goes out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for the Falcons. Chamberlain plays it quickly. Tanner. And that one goes out of bounds. Syracuse throw. Hamlin to throw it in for the Titans. Hamlin throws it in. One back by Jones. Fuentes is there to pick it off. Hamlin looking to play one in the direction of Cragen, and it just goes through and out for the goal kick. Goal kick taken by Chamberlain. Rollins now in possession. Kruger has to come up and support. Villafana with a big step. Nice win there from Andrick Villafana. Cragen now trying to get past 3. He does. Fuentes. To Villafana. Villafana losing it out. Thompson now will play it back to Cooper. Eddie. Eddie looking to play one through. Cragen's on it. The cross into the box. Cook thought about the volley. Big defensive read there from the Falcons. Fuentes winning it back high up the pitch. Here comes McFarland. An opportunity still. McFarland into the hands safely of Troy Chamberlain. Played out by the Falcons, one back by Fuentes. Fuentes looking to play it through to Cook. Cook can't get on the end of it. Goal kick again coming up for the Falcons. And the Skyridge just can't play it out of pressure right now. And that's all credit to the Titans. They know when to step up. They know when to come up and cut off the passing lanes. And Thompson there, big effort defensively. But a corner kick coming up for Skyridge as they finally play it out of the press. And here's an opportunity to cut the lead in half. Corner kick going to be taken by Lucas White. Rollins settles it for Rollins on the close option. Christensen now near the top of the 18, trying to get it back on his left. One back by McFarland. And now a quick counter for the Titans. Here comes Smith. Smith settling it for Cook. Big defensive tackle from Lincoln Kruger. And now an opportunity as Rodriguez slips it through to Kruger. Kruger back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back in. Thompson clears. And excuse me, that was Landon Merrill who came across and cleared for Syracuse. Substitution coming up for the Titans. It's Jack Cook heading to the bench for a breather. On comes Brody Carden for the Titans. Throw-in coming up for Skyridge. They need a response, and we'll see what they're able to do as Cannon Thorne off the throw-in. Long looking to turn it back. Cannon Thorne offside. It will not count. That ball played out. Throw-in coming up for Syracuse. A year ago, the number 18th seed, Harriman, won the 6A state championship match, upsetting the Davis Darts. Here we are a year later, and it's the number 12, the Syracuse Titans, who lead by 2-0 with 27:50 left to go here in the second. Goal kick coming up for Skyridge as we have substitutions. Jack Cook checking back in. Off comes the goal scorer, Riker Smith. Jimenez to Tanner. Tanner just floating one in over the top. It's a foot race now, and Cooper Eddy winning it well. Eddy looking to float one through to Cook. Cook is on, and Chamberlain off his line to collect and clear. Jones with an opportunity as he carries. Jones playing it through. Richardson now off his line to collect for Syracuse. The ball takes a bounce. One back by Jack Cook. Cook taking it to the wing. Cuts back inside. McFarland. Back to Cook. Cook with a nice little bit of skill. Lands at McFarland. Thompson looking to float one in. Cleared out by Tanner, only to find Giovanni Fuentes. Fuentes, still the freshman, cutting back inside, supports with Villafaña. Villafaña to Cook. Cook near the top of the 18, settles it for Cragen. Cragen now getting past his defenders. Cragen trying to cross it in. And a big defensive read from Jimenez. Corner kick coming up for the Titans. And it could be a big opportunity to extend the lead as Hamlin heads to the corner. Reichen Hamlin to cross it into the box for the Titans. Floated in, far post. Goes over the head of Cook. And Villafaña collects the cross into the box. It's now Thorne trying to turn it up on a quick counter for the Falcons. And Jack Cook doing the dirty work defensively for Syracuse as Cragen now in possession. Will take it from distance. And is off the mark. Goal kick coming up for the Falcons. Substitutions coming up for both sides as Reichen Hamlin heads to the bench for a breather. For the Titans, on comes Riker Smith. Jimenez for the Falcons heading to the bench. Back is Lincoln Kruger at the center back position. Chamberlain playing it to Tanner. Tanner out wide. This one's long. Long supports himself with Tanner. And look at that press from Syracuse. Trying to win the ball back high up the pitch. And now Kruger can clear. Eddie gets a header to it. Thompson just plays it out. Does take a deflection off of Cannon Thorne. And so it's going to be a throw-in for the Titans. Smith trying to flick it on. Coming back the other way. Eddie stepping up big defensively. And now Jones trying to get around Fuentes. Long. Long gets around a couple of players and trying to play the ball through to Guyman. And it just lands into the hands of Ty Richardson. Played out by Syracuse. Jones winning it back. Guyman in a foot race against Merrill. Landon Merrill coming up big defensively yet again for this Titan side. Throw-in coming up for the Skyridge Falcons. It's going to be long to take. Nice step again from Landon Merrill. And that one's going to go out for the corner. Big opportunity for the Falcons to pull one back. See what Lucas White and company decide to do on this set piece opportunity. The cross into the box near post, cleared out by Syracuse. White again trying to recycle the attack. Jones loses out possession. Comes off of the referee. But a free kick, or excuse me, a foul called before. And so it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position. for Skyridge as Christensen over the ball along with Lucas White. White with his left to step over it. The shot just over the bar. Not too far off there from Lucas White. Off the free kick, just skims the top crossbar of Ty Richardson's box. And it goes out for the goal kick. Richardson trying to play quickly, but a substitution as Giovanni Fuentes heads out for a breather. In steps Riken Hamlin, the captain for Syracuse. Richardson now to clear off the goal kick. One back by Skyridge. Guyman now on the wing with an opportunity. It's Josh Guyman trying to get around his defender. He does. Guyman still taking it in. And a heavy touch trickles through to Ty Richardson. Cook trying to turn the other way. Nice little bit of skill there from Jack Cook as he plays one in behind to Smith. And Smith couldn't get the best of first touches. He battles it out against Troy Chamberlain. And Riker Smith goes into the book. Yellow card issued to the senior as Giovanni Fuentes checks back in. Free kick coming up for Skyridge. Troy Chamberlain to clear. Plays it out. Eddie gets a big header on it. One back by Skyridge. Jones settles it for Tanner. Tanner gets past one, gets past two. Plays it in, but Guyman was offside. Christensen down here on the near side. Telling his teammate that he was open and on. Thompson. Eddie will play it out. Ball floated in over the top. Fuentes chasing. Tanner doesn't see Fuentes. And Chamberlain has to clear. One back by Cook. And then one back by the Falcons. McFarland now with an opportunity. McFarland taking it in. Chamberlain collects. Thompson against Christensen. Christensen winning it back. Trying to play one into Cannon Thorne. And that one goes out of bounds. Throw in coming up for Skyridge. Christensen. Can't get around Thompson. Has to support himself with Tanner. Tanner in now. Poked out by McFarland. Rollins against Cook. Cook taken down. And a free kick coming up. And the official heading over to talk to Jack Cook and Mason Rollins. It's going to be a throw-in for the Titans. $17:45 is all that's left here at America First. It's the number 12, the Syracuse Titans, who hold the lead. 2-0. Cook trying to play it on the wing to Fuentes. Can't keep it in bounds. Throw-in coming up for Skyridge. Rollins, who has to support himself with Chamberlain. Pressured by a couple of Titans. Kruger plays it out. Rollins can now carry. Cook, after being talked to by the official, commits the foul against Mason Rollins, and so Jack Cook goes into the book. Yellow card against the Titans' top goal scorer. And Brody Carden checking in off the Jack Cook yellow. Tanner playing it out to Lucas White. White looking to play it in over the top and into the hands of Ty Richardson. But how about Rhett Thompson just shielding Cannon Thorne, making sure that he didn't get past and was able to steal that. Cooper Eddy now clears. Cragen to Carden. Carden trying to play it back into Easton Cragen. Cragen now as the offside is called. Ball back with the Falcons. This time it's Kruger who carries in possession for Skyridge. Rollins. Arat Rodriguez to Jones. Giovanni Fuentes coming up. Just pickpockets Jones, and then the foul committed by Brian Jones. Syracuse free kick. And that's what's made Giovanni Fuentes such a fundamental part of this Titans midfield. And as a freshman, Fuentes now winning possession. Smith with an opportunity, trying to take it in, comes off of Kruger. Nice defensive read there from Lincoln Kruger to come across and just make sure that cross doesn't come in. Corner kick coming up for the Syracuse Titans as Ryken Hamlin to take. Hamlin shouting directions into the box. Set piece opportunity. The cross is in. Back post. The header cleared out by Rollins. Still an opportunity and one back by Skyridge. Merrill takes a deflection and Merrill has to support himself with Richardson. And Ty Richardson who just boots it out. Clearing for the Titans. Nice defensive step there from McFarland. Play on, says the ref. Ball through to Cragen. And out comes Chamberlain to clear. Long now with an opportunity to carry up for Skyridge. Long turns. Jones. It's now Lincoln Kruger. Kruger. Hamlin steals. Eddy can't bring it in, and now McFarland can control for Syracuse. Merrill just boots it up. Fuentes. Giovanni Fuentes in a big collision as Cragen looking to play it in. That ball goes out of bounds, and a couple of substitutions for both sides, as it looks like we have a switch in goalkeepers. It's number 50, Manuel Vargas, checking in for the Skyridge Falcons. And guess who's back on the field for Syracuse? It's Jack Cook checking in. Played out by Jones. Arat Rodriguez to chase. Throw in for Skyridge is Cannon Thorne looking to turn. Nice step there from Smith. Gets past two, and Villafana wins it back. Hamlin for the Titans. Trying to play it through. Kruger against Cook. And it comes off of Kruger. Corner kick coming up for Syracuse. We got 12:45 left to go here in the second half. It's the Syracuse Titans, the number 12, leading 2-0 against number 6, Skyridge, for the 6A championship. Ryken Hamlin to take the corner for the Titans. The cross into the box, far post. Cragen's there. Cleared off the line by Skyridge. And out for the goal kick. Big opportunity for the Titans to extend the lead. And it just goes out. Goal kick now coming up for the Falcons. Ball played through. Here comes Josh Guyman, and he's offside. It will not count. Free kick coming up for Syracuse. Richardson to clear. Thompson steps up. Fuentes winning it back. Cook plays it through to Smith. Here comes an opportunity as that ball back to Cook. Cleared out by Skyridge. Fuentes still down after the play. Jones. And now the ref will head over to take a look at Giovanni Fuentes. As Tanner Perry and the Skyridge Falcons coming in to regroup real quick. We only have 10:34 left on the clock to try to come back. We'll take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network, and we'll be back for the conclusion of the 6A championship game when we return. I want to welcome you back into America First Field for the 6A championship game between the number 12 Syracuse Titans and the number 6 Skyridge Falcons. It's the Titans who lead by a score of 2-0 after getting looked at. Giovanni Fuentes, the freshman, able to walk off and head to the bench as well. There's a couple substitutions as Brody Carden checking in for Cole Bailey for the Titans as we get ready to get things rolling again here at America First. We got a 10:34 left to go in the second half. And now ball played in. Kruger carrying in possession for the Falcons. The ball played through, looking for Rodriguez. He can't get to it. Throw-in coming up for the Titans as Thompson to take. Thompson plays it in. Rodriguez gets ahead on it. Carden playing it back up, and then Kruger. That one goes out of bounds. Throwing again for the Titans. It's now Thompson playing it in. Smith settles it for Carden. Carden using some skill to get around a guy or two, and now it's a ball play through to Thorne. Thompson wins that foot race. Back out to Richardson. Richardson trying to play it back out to Thompson, and Thompson comes off of Rodriguez. Throwing again, coming up for the Titans. Smith flicks it on, looking for Cook. Nice step there from Tanner. Guyman trying to play it back. Could have been dangerous, but Jordan Johnson gets it back to Vargas. And that ball will just go all the way through. Throwing again, coming up for the Syracuse Titans. A substitution coming up as Giovanni Fuentes checking back in. Checking in for Brody Carden, who's putting a good shift here at America First for the Titans. And Cragen to take the throw. Smith comes off of Rodriguez. Out for another Syracuse Titan throw. Easton Cragen again to take. Ball out wide. One back by Jack Cook. Cook with an opportunity. Tanner Perry coming up big defensively for the Falcons. And it's now Jones. Jones trying to play it via Fagna, winning it back in the middle of the park to Smith. Smith with an opportunity as he cuts it back out to the wing. And he'll just shield off Skyridge from getting possession. Takes it to the corner. One back by Christensen and then comes off of his own teammate. Throw-in coming up for the Syracuse Titans. As Cragen to throw. Smith. And a foul called against Riker Smith. Vargas plays it out for the Falcons. It's now Cook. Gets past Jones. Jones commits the foul. Or excuse me, Jordan Johnson committing the foul. Free kick coming up for the Syracuse Titans. It's Cook and Hamlin over that ball. We'll see who decides to play it in. Settles it for Hamlin. Hamlin's just going to take it to the corner. Try to take some time off the clock. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Syracuse Titans. 5:50. All that's left here in the second half. Fuentes controlling. Coming back out, one by Cragen. Cragen settles it for Villafagna. Villafagna out wide to Hamlin. Riken Hamlin now with an opportunity for the Titans. Trying to play it into Cook. Can't connect. One back by Skyridge. Here comes Christensen. Christensen, McFarland making a challenge. Gets past Christensen, another one. Ball slipped through. Guyman on the end of it. Off comes Richardson and clears. Nice judgment there from Ty Richardson to come off his line and cut off Josh Guyman from his opportunity. As that ball played in, cleared out by Cooper Eddy. One back by Jones in the middle of the park. Tanner. to Rogers. Rogers looking to play it through to Cannon Thorne. Ends up at Jordan Johnson. The cross into the box. Richardson reads, steps off his line and collects well for Syracuse. 4:40 here in the second. Tanner in possession for the Falcons to Kruger. Kruger out to Christensen. Christensen to Rodriguez. Rodriguez can't get past Thompson. Nice defensive read there from Thompson to come across and cut off Rodriguez. White to Rogers. Rogers back to Lucas White. Lucas White trying to slip it through. Nice step from Landon Merrill. Cleared out only to find Kruger, and that one goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for the Syracuse Titans. Cannon Thorne. Cannon Thorne slipping it through to Guyman. A little too much there from Thorne. Guyman now trying to play it back in, and it goes out for the goal kick. Goal kick coming up as Richardson clears for Syracuse. Christensen back into Rogers. Rogers turning, spinning, plays it off to Lucas. Lucas, ball through to Cannon Thorne. Can't get on the end of it. And Richardson now will pick up for the Titans. Kruger battling it out with Smith. Syracuse throw. It's going to be Cragen to take for the Titans. Jones beats Fuentes to it. That one goes out for the Falcons throw-in. Nice step there from McFarland, but a foul called. Lucas White playing it in over the top, looking for Guyman. That ball takes a bounce. It's now Guyman against Merrill. Pulled back in. It's Johnson, Jordan Johnson, trying to play it through. Shielded off by Hamlin. Or excuse me, that was Cook. But it goes out for the corner kick. Corner coming up for the Falcons. 1:40 is all that's left. Big opportunity. The cross into the box. Nothing there. Rogers trying to recycle it. Nice defensive read. Rogers now with the shot over the bar and out for the corner kick. And everybody up for the Falcons. Manuel Vargas joining the party as well. The cross into the box, far post. Still there. Richardson has to punch it out. McFarland clears. And now Vargas will have to throw it in quickly for Skyridge. Christensen trying to turn. Nice defensive step there from Smith. Looking wide for Guyman. Hamlin steps up. Cook now can't clear. Cannon Thorne trying to get past one. Gets past two. Can't get past the third as Cooper Eddy, but a foul committed. 38 seconds. The ball floated through. Richardson punches out. Rogers, Cannon Thorne off the line. Can't connect. Out for the goal kick. And a sigh of relief on that Titans defense. 21 seconds. Goal kick and a couple of substitutions for Syracuse. They know it. They know that they are 20 seconds away from standing at the top of 6A. Richardson plays it out. Ball goes out of bounds. 16 seconds. Arat Rodriguez to throw it in. Cleared out again by Syracuse. As the announcer counts us down. Ball played out. And that'll do it. It's the 12th seed. It's the Titans. 6A state champions. The Cinderella story again in 6A as the 12th seed takes the crown at the top of 6A. What a squad, what a performance these Titans have had in the tournament. Taking down number 4 in the quarterfinals, taking down number 1 in the semifinals, and now they have a victory against number 6 to give the crown to the 12th seed to the Syracuse Titans. We're going to take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network, as always presented by Heinemann Associates. Stick with us for the trophy presentation when we return. Welcome back in to the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Heinemann Associates. I want to welcome you back into America First Field, where the Syracuse Titans, the number 12 seed, have just been crowned the 6A state champion. And all credit to head coach Taylor Allen. This was a team that went 6-6 in region. And now here they are, despite the odds of the 12th seed, getting ready to hold up that 6A trophy. A big congratulations to head coach Taylor Allen and his Syracuse side. And there is Taylor Allen taking it in with his players, getting ready for the trophy presentation. Congratulations to the Syracuse Titans. As here comes the trophy and the celebrations. Big credit as well to the Skyridge Falcons for making it to the final after their first round exit. But there it is! It's the Titans! It's the 12th seed! And they are the 6A state champions! That's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network. As always, presented by Heinemann Associates. Get a free legal consultation by calling 801-472-7742 and let them know Rewind sent you. I'm Alex Napolis. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you the 2023 boys soccer season, and we'll see you in the fall. From Alex Napolis, Bill Francis on the camera, and the entire Rewind Sports family, we thank you for watching. Everyone have a good night.